Kanan fucking with Ronnie on some business, and I need to know what it is.
You've got competition. You need to make an example of whoever this is.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Let's get this money. You got no business with my son.
We made the game, Raquel.
Stay away from him. I thought I was done. Somehow this shit got a way of grabbing you back.
She ain't gonna bother you no more.
Guys, we are talking Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 8, titled Reckoning. As a despondent Lou becomes a liability for the family, Rock and Marvin work to get the new Heron operations up and running amidst new competition from Kanan and Ronnie. Guys, if you did not know, me and my boy Lamont here, we are going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out, as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. Whether you're watching this on my channel, whether you're watching this on Lamont's channel, let us know what you think about the episode, the commentary, all of that good stuff. Lamont, thank you for being here, my brother. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Thank you for your time. And how you doing today, man? Let the people know.
I'm good, brother. I could be anywhere else, but I don't want to be anywhere else. I'm right where I need to be with my brother. About to break this down and entertain the audience. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't even I can't even talk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guys, I want to let you know that I am feeling better. Yes. Yes. I was last time we recorded this, I was sick with the flu. I wasn't feeling that bad. I didn't want to do the episode. And we still had to get the episode out because of the YouTube algorithm and scheduling and things of that nature. I'm still not at 100%. And so, but I'm feeling better now. And so, hey, if you was able to empathize and sympathize with your boy last week, I really do appreciate that. But if you had some negative comments to say, hey, you can kick rocks because me and Lamont are not going anywhere. But Lamont, this episode right here, man, is getting juicy. So much is going on, so much to talk about. Man, this may be a long one, so hopefully you have some time, but I'm not going to take too much of your time, man. But I just got to know, man, is Lulu going to kill himself? Okay. What is going on? They was doing all the foreshadowing at the end. Is Unique gonna pop up in episodes 9 and 10? Because we still don't have a body. Okay, is Terry gonna get out of this mess that he has with Lulu and Rock? Because he's trying to get his little swang on with the little Asian princess over there, man. And they, Marvin snapping pictures. Jukebox can box.
Yeah.
It's so much to talk about, man. Yeah. It was a really good episode. I want to say this, though. The only thing, I don't want to say that bummed me out that I wish that we would have seen is some type of aftermath of Chantel, Scrap's mother's death, her murder by Lulu, and the police investigating that, trying to see what's going on. Of course, I wasn't expecting to see a ghost or anything like that, but I was expecting the cops to kind of show up and be like, okay, what's going on? Who did this? What's what? Because a lot of people made the comments like, man, that was a sloppy. I think you even made it too. Correct me if I'm wrong, saying that was the sloppiest murder. They didn't really try to cover it up. They didn't use a silencer or anything like that. Rock used a silencer at the end of this episode, but Lulu didn't want to use one in episode 7. Maybe he was still drunk or something like that. Am I tripping, or do you agree kind of the same way as far as you wanted to see more aftermath, or you was kind of happy with the way things went down?
The way that this season has been so well crafted, I feel like we are going to see some aftermath of what happened. I think they have done such a good job with this season. The reason we didn't see anything is probably because they're going to hit us in the face with that in episode 9 or 10. Okay. I would have liked to have seen a little inkling, but they've got so much other stuff going on that they're going to trap up this Thomas family that they can push that along to the next episode. But I am patiently waiting. I'm pulling my best Tony Braxton in person. I can't breathe. I never breathe again till I get some of these conclusions I need.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot to conclude, man. I can't wait. As soon as I finished the episode, I sent you the DM. I was like, bro, I just finished this. This is getting juicy. It's so many different directions that they can go in, man. And what I'm also really liking is the hierarchy of power, hence the word power, the name of the show, especially when Rock was having the conversation with Snaps and Pops and Snaps. I love that whole piece of dialogue right there. He was like, we the ancestors, we the forebearers, we the this. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He be having some nice little words of wisdom, be coming quick with it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know what the writers was thinking when they crafted that scene together, because they had Rock shook up in there. And to be honest with you, I mean, Snaps and Pops, they've been cool for me this whole season with their introduction, and it's been entertaining and a bit comical, especially when Snaps introduced his wife to Kanan and the rest of the crew, you know, with all the nice lines of dialogue, like, you know, my queen, my princess, the queen of the castle. I took them seriously, but I didn't. But now watching this episode, I'm like, damn, these two right here probably got an army behind them that I don't want to see myself, because they can really clean up, you know, if a mess comes about. And I'm afraid of them. Even at the very beginning of the episode, when they were talking to Kanan at the restaurant or the bar or wherever they are right here, trying to put the alcohol in his face, and they were saying, hey, you know, what's more important to you, fear or respect or fear? Now, we know Ronnie is crazy as hell, but he tried to put his 2 cents in. It was like, fear, you could fear. And she was just like, we didn't ask you, Urkel. And I was like, damn, okay, you know, you talking to Ronnie like this, he may try to stand up and slap you around, but, you know, Snaps may not allow that. You know what I'm saying? So I really am feeling them in this episode, man, more than ever. And I can't wait to see what else they have to deliver us in the rest of this season. We only got 2 episodes left. I know I just said a lot and threw a lot at you. And also, man, do you think they're going to live or survive by the end of this season? Let me know all that, man. The floor is yours.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are going to survive. However, I don't know if I'm ready to believe that they're that tough. Talk is cheap. Show me the action. So they talk in this game that they got the Italians underneath their thumb. They talking. They gave little Kanan a history of his gay non-father DEFCON, and talked about how he was feared in the streets. And then when they had the conversation with Rock, they had to further boast their chest out to say that we've been in control of things all this long. We the OGs of these streets. Okay. We don't know that. I haven't seen your men. All we know that you've done is give up some money. Now you talk a good game, but show me through action. Show me through beating somebody's head in. We ain't seen that yet. So for all we know, they could just be talking a good game, be Avery. And if I had to give you my best insight on TV shows, and usually I have some damn good insight, I could easily see there being a divide between Snaps and Pops, and Pops might either turn on Snaps and go the other way, because I definitely get some gay vibes from her. I get some gay vibes from her, and I also get some she's not completely happy with her man vibes. I don't believe in them yet, B. Avery. They went from bank robbers to doing drugs to telling us that they got the Italians in their pocket, to telling us how long they've been around. Show me what you can do, and then I'll believe them. Mute. You're on mute, brother.
Appreciate that. I was trying to. Appreciate that. I really am glad I asked you that early on, man, because as you can see, we are at polar opposites. Now, you do make a good point. You know, talk is cheap. You know, we've seen it in movies and television all the time, and I'm pretty sure we've both experienced it, and mostly everybody have. That talk can't be cheap. You know, I mean, yeah, that's just, you know, we've all experienced that before, but I'm slightly convinced, you know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see, though. We're just gonna have to see. Now, I will give you this. I do sense the gay vibes coming from your lady right here, your girl. I would not be surprised if she swings both ways. That's probably obvious to everybody. But I still think that she has a level of respect for Wendell here. And I don't think that she would turn on him. I just can't see somebody slipping in the back window and be like, hey, I got an offer for you. Or, I'm not buying that, but maybe you can write that down on your paper or your notepad and we can we can see, what's going to happen next week. But guys, you let us know what you think in that comment section below. They are really trying to recruit Kanan here. And even looking at this scene right here, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and when you say that she's not happy with a boy, Wendell, and I'm just calling him by his real name, I don't think that she may be happy with him sexually. If anything, that's what you meant to say. Okay. I didn't know if you meant just that or just the way operations are going on. And I don't know, I was getting those vibes here too. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
go ahead.
Let me clarify. She's definitely not happy with him sexually, but I also get a vibe that some decisions he has made and he didn't listen to her counsel. I think that's bubbling up too. And eventually when them feds come, I think she'll throw him under the bus because next time they get in trouble, that's it for them. Man.
Okay. Y'all let us know what you think. How long you think this relationship gonna last though?
Oh, we going in the next season. Definitely go. Okay. Let me rephrase that. No, we going in the next season. It ain't no rephrase nothing. We going in the next season.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that happening myself. I definitely can see that happening myself. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, man. Your boy Lulu. This the guy. The way the episode opened up, man. We some killers. We some killers out here, man. That's what we do, Rock. That's what we do. You gotta let them know. This dude is drunk, passing out. At the end of the episode, too, man. He was sitting in the car, drinking. The dude was drunk all episode. And besides the time he went to he was drunk all episode. And he's sitting in the car, reminiscing about his past and all of his wrongdoings and all these mistakes that he made. And he also had the image of he was looking at the gun, looking like he was about to kill himself.
Yeah.
What do you I don't think we all have been talking about no, Marvin cannot die. I really don't want that to happen. But if Lulu were to take himself, I don't want to take himself out. I do not want it to happen. But I think it may happen. He got the looking at the gun right here, man. And he's drunk as the skunk. He almost got attacked in the alley by the people that thought he was drunk. Hey, there's a drunk guy over here. I'm glad that he got out of there, right? I was just like, man, he's shooting his gun off. He got alcohol pouring all over his chest. He's gonna end up in jail with this gun out, man. And that's just such a weird way to go out. But luckily that didn't happen. Man, and like I said, man, he's at the very beginning of this episode screaming outside like a moron. That's just not they're gonna make the HOA fees go up. I'm teasing. But is he gonna kill himself, man? Is Rock gonna kill him? And what I do like though about Marvin, which makes him so great, and I think is gonna come back and bite Rock in the ass. Marvin has been saying, Rock, listen to me now. He needs us. We got to be there for him. And he said it about 3 times in this episode, bro.
Yep.
3, and she won't listen. She won't listen. What do you make of all this, man? What's going to happen to the family? The mom is coming through with a bad attitude. She can't cook either. So much, man. What say you, sir? What say you?
Lulu is not going to kill himself. So ladies loving Lulu, don't even sweat that. He's not going to kill himself. But there's going to be an incident that's going to make him snap back out of this funk he's in. So he's really in a funk now because he done had to kill the mother of the son that he killed. So he's really in a funk. And he's obviously a person that can't hold their liquor. Obviously. What's going to snap him back into being the Lulu we know is when they come and arrest his brother Marvin, or his brother Marvin dies. One or the other one. But it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. They foreshadowed that so much in this episode is coming. And that's going to probably be the incident to snap him back. His mama's cooking ain't work. Damn. I mean, roaches wouldn't eat that stuff she was cooking. Did y'all see her? Like, how do you burn toast like that? Yeah. Her toast looked like, B. Avery, I got charcoals that are lighter than that toast she was serving up. Her eggs wouldn't move. There was no giving them eggs. I don't even know why Rock even called the mama, because at the end of the day, the mama failed her job. She had one job. She got paid $500. She let the boy go. And yeah, they continue to set this family up that the glue holding everybody together right now, believe it or not, is Marvin. He's the glue. True. And Rock don't know that he's hanging around an informant, but we'll get there. She don't know he's befriended an informant trying to help Juke. And at the end of the day, that informant just happens to be someone who can get a press pass and do extra digging that the average person can't do. So all my ladies that love Marvin, that always be starving, get ready, because he's either going to jail or he's going to power heaven. One or the other one.
Yeah, man. I can't, sorry if you answer this. Is Lulu, is he gonna make it out this season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lulu making it. That's for sure.
Gotcha. Hopefully he will, man. Hopefully he will. I want them to try to stick together as long as they possibly can, man. Definitely. One thing that's kind of grinding my gears is, do they really just have to do all of this out in the open like this? Out of distributing? I'm just kind of shaking my head. It's so easy for Marvin, to be out there and see everything that's going on. And we see what happened, later on when I was really eager to find out what was going on from the trailer when we saw somebody snatch somebody off the bike. I don't know if you covered that in one of your recaps here, but Marvin's tracked him down, was like, hey, man, what you got in the bag? He got the Southside heroin or whatever. And dude didn't put up a fight or nothing like that at all. And so that was very, very interesting to me. But I don't know. I've never moved weight like this before. Maybe that's just how they do. But I was just really concerned about them doing that just so out in the open. How did you feel about that? Agreed.
It happens. It happens, bro. I'm from the projects, and they do that a lot. Whoever is the boss, he's not usually going to be out there. So it was funny to see Kanan and Ronnie standing out there doing it. But, usually you get these dudes that's hustling hard like that, and they wind up becoming top dogs and bosses and don't be on the street. But, yeah, folks be street hustling, and they be street hustling hard because they want that paper. So, I've seen it in my days coming up. And usually in the hood, even if you're not into the drug game, there's always lookouts telling you the police is coming. You got grandmas who nosy as hell sitting on the porch. If something gets stolen, don't think that she's seen it. But the minute your ass come in there with groceries, she know every grocery you got, and you can have the blackest brown bag in America. She coming to borrow something. But yeah, I've seen it over and over, B. Avery. I've seen it over and over.
Gotcha. A few hours earlier today, I was just kind of scrolling on YouTube, and somebody, I forgot the title that they had on one of their videos, but I think it was like the fall of Jukebox. But they had the original Jukebox from the original show, in her police uniform. And I was just saying to myself, damn, this is crazy right here. Like, what more is going to happen to Jukebox to just turn her into the person that we don't like from the original show? We're going to talk about it in a second. She's now the lead of Butter. She's doing so good. Just has a whole future ahead of her. But what's going to happen? She already lost Nicole, of course. And they're talking about this right now when Aisha and her are in the bedroom, and Aisha don't have a lick of confidence or self-esteem in the world. It's crazy. It's insane. But we see how their relationship is going. They are bonding. right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't help to think of a number of things. First of all, we know that Aisha and Kanan are over with, and we're going to be talking about what we saw later on with Crystal. But one, do you think that something's going to pop off between Aisha and Jukebox and Pukebox? Or do you think that Aisha's going to die since they're trying to strengthen their relationship? Juke's going to get attached. And, Aisha's going to possibly pass away to cause Jukebox even more trauma, to turn her into the monster that she becomes later on. Where you at on that?
Oh, who's been the first one the minute that girl gave her some mitts that said they're going to be together? Like, that incident in the bathroom told me everything I needed to know. And for weeks, when we've been taking this ride, B. Avery, not you, but people in the chat's been trying to tell Lamont he don't never know what he's talking about. Lamont is a script writer, baby. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I saw this coming, and I didn't even need glasses to see it. And to B. Avery's point, yes, she's gonna die, but they can't allow her to die this season, because that wouldn't be enough buildup. That wouldn't be enough seasoning in that pot for them to go through stuff. Think of how vicious and ugly it would be.
Yeah.
To have that girl taken away from Jukebox at the end of next season, when they done been on tour, when they don't had to deal with paparazzi, they done had to deal with groupies, and they managed to come through all that only to have this girl taken away from Jukebox again as she's dealing with the mess with her family. That would have really hurt. So yeah, it's going to happen. Something's going to happen to her, but it ain't going to be this season.
Yeah, I well said, man. I'm gonna ride with you on that too. Don't think nothing is gonna happen this season. Hopefully it doesn't, but we're gonna see. What do y'all think? But staying on the girl group right here, man, they're in the studio getting their rehearsal on, man, and they looking good. They're looking like they've been practicing, man, looking like they've been getting their steps in. And I am proud of them, and singing and dancing at the same time is not funny. We got Miss Loudmouth over here. She seems satisfied too, not really complaining, nodding her head like, yeah, okay, we have, the girls are in sync over here. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. They all have their own signature style, and it's great. All the potential in the world, but children can be children and mess it all up. And I was happy when Juke stepped up and was like, hey, the thing about it is Crystal can't get mad. What you mad for, Crystal? That you're not the leader. She asked you, the manager asked y'all a question. Aisha didn't say nothing but just look over there like, what y'all gonna say? Crystal didn't do nothing but put her head down, and now she mad. And then she over there kissing Kanan outside of the club or the studio or whatever. It's just like, God, it's just so frustrating. But we're older, but these are 17, 18-year-olds. So of course they're gonna be silly. But I was really enjoying this, man. I really was. But Crystal needs to sit down somewhere. But yeah, what say you, man, about all this right here? It was entertaining to me, but how'd you feel about it?
Crystal ain't nothing but an old entitled scallywag, entitled and then vengeful. Y'all are like, do she not understand they are a group? And her going out there being dirty with Juke's cousin, who is just dating Aisha. And then you got the nerve to look at Juke because she got the lead. That's not going to make good business.
Right.
And if y'all don't do good business at this stage, it's going to be hard for all of y'all to succeed. Damn, at least get 2 albums out there before you decide to start breaking up like Destiny's Child. My goodness. Just when y'all done got a real legitimate name, y'all butter. We listening to y'all record your first hit, I Needed Someone. Y'all done went from sounding like Great Value SWV to Escape. You crescendoing. And the only thing this girl can think about is her damn self, B. Avery. I mean, you can't win everything based on looks, baby. Sometimes talent, initiative, and drive and leadership got to take hold. And she thought she was slick. And I say, Juke, well played, but we're going to get there.
Yeah. Well played, Juke. Well played. Juke is a rider, man. I loved her in this episode right here. I was so afraid, Lamont. I thought that all of Juke's opportunities was about to be snatched away right here. When she's on her way to rehearsal, and these girls pop up and try to jump her. First of all, I was like, damn, I knew it was Crystal automatically. I was like, Crystal hired these, I don't want to say that, but Crystal done hired these chicks to hurt her, so that came to my mind initially, right? But then when she kicked her right here, I was like, damn it, they done broke her leg, they done broke her foot. That's my next thought, but we saw that didn't happen either. I was like, she's not gonna be able to dance. What is not Lorena Bobbitt? She the one that chopped the penis off. In the 90s, the
Tanya Harding,
Harding,
and Nancy Kerrigan.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was initially thinking of. Like, damn it, it's a Nancy Kerrigan situation again. When she kicked in the leg. But then what I thought was, I when I saw the train or heard the train come in the background, I was like, man, they're gonna be rustling and tussling and fighting and all this, and Juke is gonna accidentally throw, punch, or push or kick her on the tracks, and one of the girls is gonna die, and Juke is gonna have to catch a case or something like that. That's gonna ruin her whole thing. That's what I was thinking. Were you thinking the same thing?
100%.
Yeah,
because Juke was handling these two itches. Yes. I said itches, like my skin's itches. She was handling these two itches. I almost want to throw in some light skin jokes, but I'm not going to say that for another video. But the chick had the nerve to get her ass beat, and then going to pull out a weapon. That's like straight punk move. If I've ever that's some mess that these dudes do these white boys go do that shoot up schools. Once somebody done beat you down with wit, and then they done beat you down physically, now you want to pull out a damn gun. And this chick pulled out a knife, and I never for 1 minute thought that Juke wasn't going to make it to that practice. Never. Because she had already showed. She could whip both days, but they jumped her simultaneously. Yeah. Like this wasn't how like in superhero movies, where one guy go and take on Superman, then the next guy go, and then Darkseid come. They both tried to take her on, and she held her own. Juke tough. Look at that girl down there looking like Sheila E. about to lose her wig. Yeah, right there. Done got your ass stomped, Johnson. You should have ran while you had the chance. The only thing I want to know, B. Avery, is what did she do to them girls? Yeah. That's all I want to know. I want to know how it ended.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Because they came to, and she had the knife up there like that. I'm also kind of bothered, man. I understand if it was a gun, but all them people that got off the train or whatever, it would have been nice if they just stepped in there like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not no big 250-pound, 300-pound dudes. It's not a gun. It's two. None of them was over $150. As far as
a lot of places teach you when it's domestic issues like that, do not get involved more than calling the police on the phone. That's what they teach you. Because you never know how it could spiral out of control. And of course, I know you kind of thinking chivalrously. Now, if it was like two men chasing a girl, you would have a different argument. But my wife done told me, honey, don't even get involved because you got a family to come home to. Unless it's something extremely detrimental. Right. You got a whole family of your own to come home to. And in that situation, back in the day, they didn't have no cell phones. I would have loved to see somebody run to a payphone, dropping quarters, trying to call the police.
You're right. Matter of fact, I had that same conversation with somebody last year, September. We was getting to know each other about, brick lady. She was like, no, call the cops. I don't want you getting involved. Is that little Miss Pretty Princess like?
Yeah, she just got her hair done. She just got her hair done.
Yeah. Tight hair, nice. Yeah.
You want to hear him?
You got to give her headphones, Lamont.
Yeah, she, man, this girl coming here looking like Pocahontas.
So adorable. Hey there, Miss L. How you doing?
Say hey.
I got beads.
Yes, you do. I love it. It looks fantastic. That I can tell you like it too. And ma'am, you got on my favorite color again, that pink. She be rocking that pink, boy. I tell you, and it looks great on you. I love your hair. I love your beads, L.
All right, L. Go eat your orange chicken that daddy cooked for you.
It's on my table.
Tell mommy to put it on the table.
I love her. Man, well, we cooking orange chicken, Lamont. Man, I'm gonna have to cook.
Oh yeah, man. I get put some carrots up in that joint. Use a little stevia. Get the little rinds of the orange peel and everything like that. Got your bodybuilder's orange chicken.
Young man, you see this? Great dad cooking for his family. Take notes. But yeah, man, I hear you, man. Like I was just saying, I was having everybody was having a conversation about, whether you should get involved or not. You got a family to go home to. It sounds good what I'm gonna say. You got to step in there and help out and stuff, but you got to be realistic too.
Right.
Don't want to fall and get smashed by a train. That would be awful. I love the way that Juke was talking to Ish though when she came back to the studio. Crystal, she needs to sprain her ankle. I know her part. I have all the lines memorized and all the steps. Aisha like, I bet you do, bitch. She didn't say bitch in there, but I like, of course Aisha gonna take up for her and hold her down, man. But right. I could not wait to ask you this part though specifically. Do you think Pebbles knew what happened, knew that it was Crystal involved in the mess and didn't want, and gosh, she looks so evil and childish right here. Do you think the manager knew that, hey, these chicks right here, Crystal has something to do with this? Like, let me ask you that first. Do you think the manager knew? I think so. But what do you think?
I think she has an idea.
Okay.
Like she has they be killing me when they be saying like that you come in there beat up like this and then you say you fail. Come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Right.
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 So the manager has an idea.
Okay.
She has an idea.
Okay.
And Juke see, you got to give Juke credit for being so professional, not to even bring that up to have dissension in the ranks because they still trying to get their first deal. You know what I mean? Like this is why she the leader. Because if that had been Crystal would have stopped the rehearsal, called the police, probably would have been in there crying. Juke is so with it that she's just going to let that Crystal be marinate on this. Think about this. I beat both of your little friends that came for me. You better not try to come for me by yourself because you ain't got enough bricks in your back pocket to handle this.
Yeah, man. I love it. She looks so defeated right here too. Like, stupid.
She is.
How did you beat my henchman? I would have got away with it too. Looking
good looks can only take you so far. It can only take you.
Yeah. I would be really satisfied if Juke got a nice cock her arm back and smack her across the face at least just one time. Before the season is out. You said that a few episodes ago. Say she deserves a good ass whooping.
I told you. See when I make these proclamations, y'all be telling me I'm crazy. No. And then as the story evolves, y'all be like, damn, that Lamont boy, he's a visionary.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is Crystal's a mess, man. Crystal's a mess, man. She definitely deserves to get her ankles sprained or something like that.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get. And I also like the way. I also want to say I like the way Juke is trying to uplift Aisha's confidence.
Yes. Because her lack of it, bro, makes me want to run my head into a wall. I suck. I'm just like, first of all, you made it to the group out of hundreds of contestants. Hundreds of try, maybe even in thousands. You know what I'm saying? So, what does that say? I mean, she is young, but golly, I want to vomit seeing it. I suck. I'm not good enough.
I mean, B, she's got insecurities, man, that she hasn't handled in the proper manner. For one, she's throwing up her food to maintain a certain weight. That's a huge, dangerous insecurity. Yeah. Then she somewhat has a little bit of, I would say, I don't want to call it stage fright outright, but I'm wondering, is she going to be able to shine when they pull them curtains back and they sitting in front of 20,000 people? Man, is she going to have apprehension? Good point. And that's why Juke is doing everything she can to uplift this girl. And when Juke go down there and munch that carpet properly, this girl's going to be on cloud 9. all the insecurities is just going to become securities. Okay,
You,
like
you,
the
was
stock
on, you was
market.
on one, man. And then he said, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you, man.
Hey, okay, I mean,
I ain't mad.
look.
I'm messing with you.
I'm just saying, man. Look, if
you
anything,
funny,
give it.
funny.
If anybody give you if anything can give any human being a boost, it's some of that good loving.
This is true. The good loving can help. The good loving can help. Want to ask you about this right here. I got a good laugh.
Oh boy.
I got a good laugh out of your boy David. Like, because at first I was like, hey, he trying to participate in the family business. He trying to be optimistic. Oh my God. Hey, this is a great idea. You know, we don't have that much room on our trucks anyway. This is beneficial. Terry, we don't got to lay off our brothers and sisters. You know, I'm like, why the hell is Terry looking so cold over there? Like, will you please shut the F up? You know, I got a nice little laugh out of this man because I just thought he was a happy guy. You know, but no, he is on the drugs, unfortunately, and is a very emotional, very sensitive man. And Rock is over there having a good time, laughing.
Yeah,
at this right here. But what he wanted was he wanted a part of his family member's deal. Earlier on in the episode where Rock was freaking out that Lulu was screaming, she made the comment to her brother Marvin, like, I forgot his name, Chom, or the guy at the restaurant that has the
Hong,
you know, on the baby.
Hong. Yeah.
He got two different names. He got two different. Yeah, Hong is one of them, but I forgot. I looked it up on IMDb. Quam.
Yeah.
It's Quam and Hong.
Hong is the guy with the restaurants. Quam is the guy that told Rock she need to handle her business and get the competition out the way.
This guy right here, Mr. Vacation Friends 2. Yes, Paul Yin. You're right. Yeah, man. They stepping on each other's toes. I kind of wish we would have got some dialogue of like why he was hating on his fellow brethren. Just like, hey, I want in on the deal. You know, like, bruh, just take what was offered to you. Like, what's you didn't even want to work with Rock anyway to begin with. Now you're going to be making more money by not doing any work at all, but you just want to be extra greedy. David was right, like, bro, we don't got to be pigs. But yeah, this was interesting to me. I didn't see what was coming with Marvin later on that we're gonna talk about. But like I said, Lamont, damn it, I was laughing at Terry, boy. Said he found out the mom is dead. He's a drug addict playing gypsies to speak to the dead and all that. What did you get out of that scene right there, man? Especially because he didn't want to have nothing to do with her at first, but now they breaking bread almost. So yeah, what you think about all this right here? Especially David. I'm curious.
Man, when David stormed out of that room and shoved all that stuff off the table, I was like, who needs a hurricane in their office? Just call David. Yeah. I was dying laughing, like, whoa. And then it made me think, it made me reflect on Terry. If you know that your brother is all these things, and you know you're about to be in here doing illicit deals, why do you even have his punk ass in there? Think about that. You know you get ready to do an illicit deal, and you got this guy who's on drugs, he's schizophrenic, and all kinds of other mental health issues. Right. He should not even be at the meeting. That should make Rock even question Terry himself.
That's true.
But I digress. Terry at first had me thinking he was racist. For all we know,
can be.
He still can be.
But
he still can be.
Right.
But F that moral code based on what is going to happen later on with Terry. And when Rock held her own and walked out of that building, I knew we was going to see Terry again. I knew it.
Yeah. Good call, my friend. Good call. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to see. They handled that well. They really did. They got him by the balls. He can't do nothing. So that's quite interesting.
He can do something, B. He can do something.
What can he do?
He can tell his wife goodbye.
You think so?
He could, but then you run the risk of telling her goodbye, and then they beat you up and make you do the biz. They find something else to hold over your head. He could, and might I say, that streetwalker that Marvin paid, my God.
Yeah, she was nice.
Hey. I don't even like lingerie like that, but boy.
Yeah. I prefer black than red, me personally, but the red was nice. The red was.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, in was it book was it book 4? The mama with the son died that showed up. I forgot his name. She was like, "Hey, F dinner. Let's just stay here." She had on red too. But it'd be anyway. But yeah, man. So
I know who you talk about. Yeah, I know you talk
about. So you saw this coming, is what you're saying, basically.
Well, I knew that they was going to do something to get him caught up. I just didn't know what. And I'm really thrilled they went this route. Really thrilled they went this route. This was the most exciting route they could have went. Because it's like these dudes, these really wealthy dudes, if you can tell them 24/7, you'll find something that they're doing that if the public knew, they'd be like, really? And this business owner is no different. He probably got his wife thinking he's in there doing back-breaking labor. And he probably was, because that girl looked like she'll wear her back out right now. But not that kind of back-breaking labor. And so if I was Rock and the Thomas family, I would tell him, you get nothing, punk ass. Yeah. You get nothing. That what you get is you knowing that we ain't going to tell your wife about your side pieces.
Yeah. And there's your boy doing his reconnaissance, getting caught up, while he's eating and all that. So Marvin is very resourceful, man.
Very.
He really is. I think I remember season 1 where he was beefing with Rock because she was he was irresponsible back in the day off screen that we never saw. Because I do remember them talking about that in season 1 and how he wasn't a leader and stuff like that. But I don't even think he wants the role if it was offered to him or came up. But he's still good at what he does. He definitely been showing out as of late, in my opinion. So shout out to Marvin. Because he's doing what he needs to do. He's doing what he needs to do. But what are we going to talk about next? Let me see here real quick. Because of course I want to save some. Yes. Let's talk about Mr. Burke here, the retired captain, the father of his late daughter, of course. I think last time I was just like, bro, why is this popping back up? They're still talking about Burke. And you was like, nah, B, something is brewing in the kitchen, man, and looks like it, man. Detective Howard has not escaped the crosshairs, man. I like the conversation here. He was like, of course he's going to get him there, just like, hey, I've lost my daughter. You lost your daughter. Let's have a conversation. And they did. And he found out that Detective Howard was involved in some nefarious activities with Burke. And then they just kind of left it at that. A little cliffhanger, man. So, yeah, man, the crows are still circling around, bro. And I was like, man, when are we going to leave this story point alone? But no, it's as hot as ever. What you got, Lamont? What you think was going to happen with Burke and Detective Howard here?
People that always attempt to try to troll my predictions, you fuel me when you do that. I told you the minute I said, and I quote, if Adina is not going to go after this, if Adina really is going to be afraid of Howard, the daddy's going to pick up the baton. That's what I said. And the daddy's about to pick up the baton because right now, the daddy is having a soul checking. Because he's thinking about all the time he lost with his daughter. He's thinking about all the little petty things that he probably yelled at her about, that he should have had supported her on and he didn't. And now he used to be a captain on the police force. And they went to Nicole Bingham's father to get this information. And now that you know that your daughter was telling the truth, based on having Detective Howard come up there and skew the truth, he ain't about to let this go down. Adina gonna be back on his team. He probably gonna go to Black Captain. And if Black Captain ignore him, he can do what all white folks do. I'm gonna call your boss. And because we at that same golf country club, we're gonna make things happen. So Detective Howard is gonna need that Thomas family now more than he's ever needed them.
This is true. This is true. Well said. Well said. Now I want to talk about that now. Let me see. We talked. I talked about this briefly earlier. Actually, no. Let me back up. Kanan, of course, is moving the weight with Ronnie, and they are spilling over into Rock's territory. And your boy Kwame is like, look, we don't need to be embarrassed like this, okay? You need to make example of who is doing this. It's in our territory, selling their products. This is not going to work. And by the way, what's up with your operation? Told you had 2 months to get everything together, or if you don't, the deal is over. And that's Lulu. That's not them anymore. And then here, I was expecting Rock and Ronnie, not Rock and Ronnie, but Rock and Kanan to have some conversation as she's expressing to Marvin here, like, hey, man, this is what's going on, you know, but Marvin tells her that, no, this is your son Kanan moving all this work right here. And we found out later on that she calls the social worker. What are your thoughts about this right here? And Kwame, how do you think he's going to react in the final season? You think they're going to be able to work things out, or he going to cut the deal?
That's a good question. Kwame is somewhat of a wild card. He's not a dummy. He's tied in with the Italians. But the way they keep talking about Stefano, it just makes you wonder, how much power does Stefano really and truly have?
Bruh, true.
It makes you wonder. So, but I'm gonna leave it there at that. I think that Kwame seems like he's a straight up businessman. If you handling your business, he seems like he'll have your back. And right now, you know, her credit is very low with him. You know, she's got a 450 FICO score with him because she has never done nothing for him before, and she seems to be failing at what she's trying to get to. But once she can get that FICO score up to about 700, think of the people she's going to have that she can reside on for help. She's going to have Joaquin, whose name is spelled fucking Jaquan. I don't know why y'all keep wanting to say Joaquin when your name's spelled Jaquan. She's going to have Kwame, and if Stefano has any power, she'll have him. So right now, it looks like Rock don't have a lot of power, but she's making these connections with these individuals. And when push comes to shove, I think they'll all have her back if we go into another season. My issue with this scene right here, Marvin is making an outcry for his brother.
Oh yeah.
And she immediately turns the conversation on Marvin need to still act like he's starving and get this paper. And this man's trying to hold the family together. He's really thinking about his brother needs some help. Yeah. And Rock ain't trying to hear none of it. Marvin see, look, you losing your son, you losing your brother. She made some line about, do you like what you see in the mirror? And Marvin's like, I'm starting to like it. So that means the only people who don't like what they see in the mirror is you and your brother. But you won't admit it. At least he's willing to admit it. So that just tells me that they're going to make him a piece that's going to be taken away.
Talking about Lou?
Marvin.
No. We can't have that. We can't have that. What would you do if he was in Rock's shoes though? Because mind you, she got to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
With Kwame, she has to. So what? I got another question after that. But what should Rock do?
Rock should take her stash money and go to an offshore's account and leave the United States of America. Take her family with her.
Not mad at that, my brother. Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Especially back in them days.
Yeah.
You could go to Canada without a passport back in them days. So basically, once you get to Canada, you in the win.
Okay. Y'all let us know what y'all thinking in that comment section. We got a brief shot of Famous here. You know, he got his mixtape. He's showing up at the bar, at the restaurant, at the venue, the club, however you want to describe it, and cuss a deal with the owner. Just like, hey, you know, I'll let you use the equipment because Lou is tripping, but you got to help me with some dishes and move some furniture around. Is this another foreshadow that Famous is going to be replacing Lulu at the bar because Lulu's going to die? And at the same time, this is kind of a weird relationship anyway. I don't know. I mean, am I tripping, or I just wasn't expecting it at all. Like, okay, they gonna be hanging out now, but what you think about Famous and the owner here of the bar, of the restaurant or whatever?
I looked at it though as they continuously are trying to give this owner someone to coach and mentor, and they keep running African American men and that'll be mentored by the white woman. At least this white woman is earthy and woodstocky and a tree hugger. You could tell by the way she dressed, the way she act, the way she love us. But somebody's got to step in there and keep this thing running while Lulu trying to find himself. Yeah. Lulu's he needs to find himself. And, you know, the incident of him finding himself hasn't happened yet. And so why let that business go down while he's trying to find himself? Plus, she's probably lonely in there and wants to have someone to talk to. Plus, she wants some help around there. And she needs someone who has their finger on the pulse of contemporary music, the contemporary hood streets music. And streets need a body. And the bar do too. And now you got Famous.
Yes. And hopefully this body will stay alive and Lulu will get his act together. But yeah. I don't blame him though, bro. I mean, I would be a mess too. I'm killing people left and right. Innocent. He tried to get out the game a long time ago. You brought it on yourself, bro, because you showed up at Chantel's Scrappy's mom's house drunk anyway, like that. So she would be alive if you were able to control your liquor. But it really does suck. We're gonna see. Now I'm gonna bring this question up that I did not ask you last week. Okay. Has to deal with Detective Howard. I can't believe I forgot. But oh boy, putting them on game, man. Saying like, hey, when you make it over here to this department, you got to hit the ground running. Marvin is on the radar. Okay. And they got him at the 40s and with Crown Camacho. And how do you think this is going to play out? And also, I cannot believe I didn't ask you this last week. Why did Howard lie to Rock and not tell her that Marvin was under the radar? Because when she approached him and was like, slammed the door and was like, yo, stupid brother, Rock asked him, he was like, nah, they don't got nothing on nobody. He didn't spill the beans. What's up with that, man? Let us know.
I don't think he knew the full scope of everything. What? I don't think he knew all of it. You know, he's seen the picture and he's seen the file.
Right. That's enough.
But I think that he didn't say anything because the most pressing issue that could have took them down last week was Scrap Mom, literally. So instead of we need to fix this problem before I give you some other problems. That's how I think he walked in there feeling. Plus, I think a part of him wants to have one up on Rob because you saw the disrespectful way she was talking to him last week. And he could take this information right now and he can make life very easy for Rock the way he's been doing it. Or he can make Rock life turn into Pebbles. Her name ain't going to be Rock. It's going to be Pebbles. Because I felt disrespected the way she was talking to him like, almost N-word, I own you. Because what I got on you, I'll take you down. I got so much. I am the police. You know who you talking to? I know everything you know plus more. And then I get information that you don't get. So you need to pump them brakes, shorty. Pump them brakes. You look good and all, but pump them brakes. And maybe the key here is how is he going to respond with this information? Is he going to go run and tell Rob? I kind of think he has to because if it gets to Rock before he tells her, then she's going to start tripping on him. But he could fall back, see how Tanner Sachs investigates the case, and then when that moment comes where they think they got something, he could go warn them, step in, throw some shade, whatever. Detective Mike Tomlin Howard is a cunning guy, man. So I'm interested to see what is he going to do.
Right on. Appreciate that, man. We got to lead up to Ronnie Myers, but before that, though, Kanan got his wannabe boo thing in the crib. They laying in bed and smoking reefer, smoking weed, the green, the Mary J, having a good time. Crystal is being messy, but the social worker pops up. Kanan, what are you doing, man? Your mom called me, which I understand that you want to reel Kanan in because he's selling on your corners. But why would you have the social worker show up to where the weight is? I mean, am I tripping? That's not smart at all. And this is just also bad. Like, well, I don't know, Lamont, you tell me. On one hand, you stopping Kanan from selling weight in your area. But at the same time, bro, this is where all the weed is. This is where all the heroin is. Or is it like, this was just not wise, in my opinion, for Rock to call like, hey, my son is over there. But anyway, she walks in here and says, you got 24 hours to get home, but the next time I see you, I'm going to call the cops. But then Kanan goes and tells Ronnie. And Ronnie walks up to this woman and just paralyzes her with fear. And I kind of want to hear what you think she said. But yeah, man, do you think it was smart for Ronnie to intervene the way he did right here? And also, do you think it was smart for Rock to tell the social worker where Kanan is, where he could potentially maybe have all the drugs? Their base of operations, their hub. What do you think, sir?
I think, well, there's a lot to unpack in this, and I'm the master of moving. Whoever wrote this episode, they thought they was very clever by having it where Rock sends the social worker over there to Kanan's house, because automatically that's going to force Kanan to come home. But here's the problem with this. If I was someone reading this script and I was treating the script the way they treat new script writers like me, where they like to poke holes in every damn thing, which they know they don't treat everybody like that. But anyway, the first thing I would have said was, why did Kanan even go to the door? He ain't had to answer that door.
Good point.
What is she gonna do? She can't kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. She's just a social worker. What's she gonna do? Or put a file underneath the door? That was his dumb ass fault for answering the door. He ain't had to answer the door. And it was silly on Rock's part to send her over there, but most likely, unless the social worker sees your drugs and guns, she's not going to go digging for anything, because that's not their place to do that. Now, if she would have seen it, it'd be something different. But I think Rock knows that her son ain't dumb enough to have guns and drugs laying on the table when the white woman come through. So it was semi-clever writing. I got to give him credit for that. But at the end of the day, Kanan, why you open the door? That's it. You had to open the door. You didn't have to open the door.
Okay. What you think about Ronnie scaring her on the next scene? Ronnie don't care, but she has a lot of people that she can call too. So what you think about that, man?
There's only a handful of things he could have said. He could have said, "Girl, I got that Lexington steel."
Oh my goodness. This guy here. I will scare her, definitely.
Because the way she ran away, the way she trotted away, BA was like some nuns. It was like nuns running from the church. Like it wasn't like a sprint. nor was it like a little jog. It was kind of like a shuffle. And she shuffled away with her damn trench coat on. He probably said some things of the nature like this. Look, I know where you live. I know where you work, obviously. I can make sure that tomorrow you don't show up to work.
Hell no. To the no.
Sorry, I had to. Go ahead.
And then right before I make sure you don't get to work, I'm going to give you this Lexington Steel, the black kind.
Gotcha.
And that was enough to make her try. You know what would have made it better, be Avery? If she was so befuddled that she tried it and failed and then got back up and kept running.
I would have got a laugh out of that too. There were a lot of,
but on some realness though, the thing is, we don't know if this is going to make her go away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't know. Like, she ran away, yeah. But they can take this and go any direction they want to go with it. Like, we can think that she's gone away, but in all honesty, she could have went and called the police and is somewhere being protected right now as we speak.
True. And good point again about Kanan not opening the door. I didn't even think about that. So that's why I'm happy here. Watching this, my channel, your channel, I want to hear all y'all comments on what we just talked about right there. The ins and outs, I want to hear it all. So put it down below in the comment section. Juliana was right, man. She was like, Ronnie, it's not important for people to see us that way. Because Pernilla saw them together. And she looked at Casper, the friendly ghost, so scared right now. I don't blame her for Rock showing up. Like, hey, man, I don't want to have nothing to do with Ronnie. He got a girl now. You know, he minding his business. I'm minding my business. And then the way that Rock cut her eyes were her like, oh, Ronnie got a girl now? Who is this? That bitch over at the bodega. Oh, Juliana. I'm going to have to take out his connect. And that's what she does. Goes to the cousin by, listen here. Your cousin is going behind your back. She's disrespecting me. She's disrespecting you. This bitch gotta go. And old boy was like, damn it. I knew something was going on with her. And now you're confirming it, okay? But don't do nothing until I verify it myself. So Pernilla coming through in the clutch with the pertinent information to jam a stick up Ronnie's ass, which he deserves because I don't like him because he could supposedly kill Unique. What do you think is going to happen to Pernilla? Do you think that Ronnie's going to figure it out? Wait a minute. Juliana's dead, and the only person that could have done this was Pernilla, and all of that I'm saying right now, bro. I loved it. What did you think about this conversation? What did you think about Rock and Pernilla's conversation, sir? Let us have it. The floor is yours.
I enjoyed Rock and Pernessa's dialogue and the strong acting between those two queens. Pernilla really looked like she's stressed, and I would be too, man. Someone sitting up there eating cereal with air milk and no TV running, looking at the TV, and the kind of motherly, consoling look Rox was giving her, along with some of these other looks. Yeah, I bought all this, man.
Yeah, and
Pernilla gave away information without even really giving away information.
Right.
But she know, and Rock was due to handle Juliana because Juliana tried to be greasy to her. So we know we knew at some point in time this was going to come. And you know, they always say when you make a woman mad, you got to be careful, because when Rock finally got her, after Rock got the blessing from Joaquin, his real name is Jaquan. Stop this Joaquin shit. Spell it Joaquin.
Yeah.
When she went to handle her business with Juliana, she didn't just kill her. She kind of played with her for a little bit. Shot her in the daggone kneecap. Whopper.
Well, stay here first.
Whopper.
Stay here first.
Okay. Well, you know that Joaquin, he likes Rock because...
It don't matter. My fault. It don't matter. Go ahead.
Joaquin likes Rock because she's a businesswoman.
All right.
She's not done him wrong. And then when the minute she sniffed out foul play, she did what any boss would want you to do. Come talk to me. And that's what she did. So I don't want the fans to ever forget that when it seemed like Rock's back is up against the wall, remember Joaquin owe her a favor. So y'all just think about that, like episode number 7 of next season. Don't forget about that part. Right. And then apparently They got the blessing. She must have been skimming off the top, trying to have her a nice little home and be a house bodega bee with Ronnie Myers, and boom, Rock bust up in. And look, she looked like she was about to get ready to have a session with him too. Got on her silk blouse, got her hair all rolled up and all kinds. And then what was funny about this episode, about this scene, how Rock just popped up like she was the female Michael Myers, just pop up behind her on the back, just evolves and shot her in the kneecap, then took the gun and shoved it in there. Oh, and then 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Bye.
Yeah, man. It's funny too. Do you think that Juliana was really trying to go get some money? Like, I have money, I can pay you, or you think she was gonna go get a gat herself? You know?
No, she was not about it. No, she ain't about that kind of life. No, she was going to get money. She was going to get. Yeah,
okay.
She was going to get. And did you see how Rock confirmed what I said last week? If Juliana would kind of stage a situation with her husband to get him out of the way, even though he was bad to her, I get that.
Yeah.
She still was trying to stage a situation to get him up out of the way so that she could be in a better position. Rock even mentioned that to Joaquin. And next thing you know, Bobby.
Yep. Nice pajamas. And I do like Rock with the slick back look. I was like, oh,
yes,
evil dragon lady, but you do look good.
Yes.
You do look good. You know,
come pop me.
Yeah. She closed out the episode too from the conversation she had with Snaps and Pops, talking about when I cut off the lights, I'm the last one to leave. You know, I was like, oh, that's what she meant earlier. So that's quite interesting right there. Did not think Juliana was going to die, but she is out of here. She will not be missed. I never liked her anyway. So good riddance to bad rubbish. And I can't wait to see Ronnie's reaction in the next couple episodes.
As that scene was happening, 50 Cent was doing his classic voiceover about how it was revenge. And for Rock, it was a little bit more than just revenge. It was revenge, yeah, but it was also, you done took out the plug for Ronnie's organization.
Yeah. That's
on top of the revenge.
I can't wait to see his reaction.
And then you done took his right-hand man away from him too, because now he's gonna be stuck at the house. Yeah. So for all we know, B. Avery, Ronnie might think Kanan got something to do with this.
Wow, you lost me there.
Well, because Kanan's gonna have to be at his house, gonna have to go home with Rock. Ronnie Myers wasn't at Kanan's house. Well, at some point in time, Ronnie is going to start, he's crazy. He's going to start thinking, he's not going to think that Rock is making all these moves without getting some kind of insider information. So he's probably going to think that either Kanan is double dipping or Kanan is the reason why some of these bad events are happening. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. We can keep moving. I don't see that at all.
Just be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for trouble in paradise. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We don't got to spend too much time on this, but after Juke was after Juke had to defend herself, she goes down to the recruiting office and talks to the Army sergeant here, and was talking about him. She may want to get out or whatever. So that's interesting right there. You can talk on that if you want to. But I thought that Marvin was going to snap at the diner table at Denny's at IHOP, and I don't blame him. And I did not see this coming because Gerald here, Joe, is trying to interview him for the piece that he's going to write or whatever, revealing all these questions that he has inside men in the police station. And I swear to God, bro, I thought that Marvin was going to take that butter knife and stab him in the hand right here in front of his daughters.
Not in front of the children.
His head talking about, wait a minute, you're talking to me about the damn police? Them girls are old enough to sense tension in the room, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, whoa, they're not infants. They're not 3 or 4 below. They 8, 9 years old, maybe a little older than that. And Marvin looked pissed, and I don't blame him. He's like, I can't believe you would have the audacity to talk to the cops about me, man. And that was what leads us to the final scene right here, bro. Joe gotta go. Joe is a hoe. He's a bitch. I don't like him anymore. Especially the bond that we thought that they had, man. He is going out here talking to your boy Sax, the feds, snitching, a mole, a rat. I was shocked by this. I was like, oh man, Marvin, you gonna, these little girls not gonna have a mama and a daddy no more, because Marvin's gonna have to kill him. He's got to go. That's just. I'm sorry, Joe. I liked you before. I don't like you now. You were starting to stink right here. It should have been obvious to me, but yeah, he was in there playing Candy Lane or whatever the hell that game was, and when he flashed the mics, I was like, wait a minute, what say you, man? Is Joe a goner or is he a goner?
Yeah, he's a goner, and Marvin already got this whole thing staged up too. He already got it staged up. Basically, these two little girls have absentee parents, basically. Just like Trump didn't want folks to be able to do the absentee ballot, these little girls have had absentee parents. And the way Marvin has conducted himself this season and made connections with the Anglos, he's already had a conversation with white Nick daddy. So all he's going to do is shoot Gerald and say that I know two young ladies who can help fill that gap that you lost with white Nick, and you could show them some love, and they're going to go and be adopted by Nicole's daddy. Exactly. Yep, Nicole's daddy. After Marvin had to take out Gerald. Gerald is a goner this season. He has to be a goner. Yeah. He's a goner. How you gonna do Marvin like this? Yeah, bruh. Yeah. Like, what does Tanner Sachs have on you that you ready to rat on a man who has been there to help? He's been there to help your kids several times. He's been there to help you several times. And now you about to sit here and rat on this man? Yeah, he's gonna die, man.
And he deserves it too, man. That's just that's awful.
Yeah,
that's awful. It's true snake in the grass, bro. Textbook definition. The lowest of the low. King Cobra, king of the cobras, the king of the snakes. Or maybe it's a python or something. I don't know. But Joe, yeah, you're a rat, bro. I just respect for you is non-existent now. But great way to end the episode, man. It was. Juliana's dead, and we found out Joe is a bitch. So, guys, that is all that we have for the latest episode of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 3, Episode 8, titled Reckonings. This was a good, juicy episode, and I can't wait to see what happens next. We only have 2 episodes left to go. Man, Lamont, is Unique gonna pop up in episode 9, episode 10? That would be hilarious. But guys, now whatever you thought about the episode, whatever you thought about our commentary, let us know down in the comment section below. We're gonna be looking at all the comments. We are down to know. And whether you watch this on my channel or Lamont's channel, thank you so much for tuning in. We both really do appreciate it. Lamont, before we head out of here, sir, why don't you let the good people know what you got going on your lovely channel? And congratulations! Your boy has reached 200,000 subscribers. Yes. What you got going on your channel, sir? What you got?
High Time is back, ladies and gentlemen. The final season. Me and my wife are reviewing it, so we'll have a High Time video up on Friday. It's jam-packed. As good as this season of Power. For those that have never watched the show, it is really that good. And I'm going to have my episode recap up here with B. Avery on Friday as well. I'll be going live on Tuesday, noon, back on schedule. And then on top of that, I'm going to start doing a little bit more of my Marvel DC content because I'm trying to get that out there and just try to grow the audience, man. I'm so grateful to everybody that has been tuning in and being B. Avery and subscribing. Need you guys. Keep showing us support as we're trying to grow and reach new heights and give you guys new things to be excited about.
Right on, man. Right on. Congratulations on everything, man. And so subscribe. If you watch us on my channel, subscribe to his channel, man. I'm pretty sure he would love to have you. as far as I'm concerned, man, I got a mixture of all, man. I got the movie reviews, I got the spoiler reviews, I got the series reviews, the superhero shows, the movie news roundup shows, and other just television stuff that I'll be talking about on my channel. There's a new movie on Amazon coming out on Friday. I haven't seen it yet. With Snoop Dogg. I think it's Snoop Dogg and Mike Epps, excuse me. They're like a football coach or something like that. And so I don't know if I have time. I may check that out. But other than that, on my channel, I do have my review for Origin up. If you guys want to check that out. Very great movie. It's the latest film with Ava DuVernay, with Ingenue Ellis-Taylor and John Bernthal. And also, guys, I reacted to the latest trailer for Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is going to be coming out on Netflix, live action adaptation on February the 22nd. But guys, again,
B. Avery.
What's up?
Before you go, y'all know what time it is. He-Man drops Friday on Netflix, the second season. So, guys, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you got Netflix. Check out the second season of He-Man. They're saying it's going to be better. But I haven't seen a whole lot of trailers and things of that nature, which has me a little skeptical. But we'll see.
We'll see. Guys, again, we just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And we'll see you next time.